always have a reason, and I'm going to tell you that right now. You want to know what the battle for the dawn is? The battle for the dawn, modern women in a war for the dawn. In our community, it looks like this. The Moynihan Report. The Negro family, a case for national action. Let's skip to the end point, shall we? Read it at your leisure. And I'm about to tell you a story. But as we tell you a story, I'm gonna get it right down to this. Let's get it right down to this. What's the problem? We feel the answer is clear. 3 centuries of injustice have brought us to a deep-seated cultural distortions in the life of Black Americans and African Americans. They say Negro, I'm gonna put African American. At this point, the present tangle of pathology is capable of self-perpetuating itself without assistance from the white world. This cycle can only be broken if the distortions are set right. In a word, a national effort towards the African Americans must be directed towards the question of family structure. The object should be to strengthen the African American family so it will be able to raise and support its members as other families do, as do other families. After that, how the group of Americans chooses to run its affairs and take advantage of its own opportunities or fail to do so is none of the nation's business. The fundamental importance and urgency of restoring the African American family has been evident for some time. E. Franklin Frazier put it most succinctly in the 1950s. Go read that at your own leisure. So here's how I look at this. Modern women in my story, Black women, you were the children of the forest. And we were doing just fine. And then all of a sudden, out of slavery, what were we doing? We were doing our own thing in our own communities, in our own groups when we were segregated. But when integration happened, guess what? You integrated what you start talking to other children of the forest. There's not just one children of the forest. There are all kind of groups. And one set of women came over, these liberals, these feminists came along talking about our men are slaughtering us. They're killing us. They're breaking our traditions. Join with us. They're the enemy. And what did you do? What did you do? In this story, just like Leaf took the shard of obsidian and put it into the heart of the first man, you had your man was tied against the tree. It with you in civil rights, but you were freed before us. And you took that very Moynihan report, everything that was said, and you shoved it right into the heart of the Black man. Wow! And guess what you created? The Night King. It was you. It was you. You were not at war with us. We were not at war with one another. The path was clear. And when it was said what needs to be done, instead of staying with your men, you took the trinkets and baubles, Title IX, womanism, feminism, liberal politics, and made a choice to separate from your man and by effect drive a dagger into his heart. And over my lifetime, I have seen men go from my grandfather to White Walkers. Why do people dislike me so much? Because I speak the language of the men. Now, I'm in this story, I am your Night King. Why? Because that's the way I'm telling the story. Now, you children of the forest, you modern women are at risk of being destroyed by the environment and the very cold-hearted nature of the men you said you didn't need. You were not at war. You did not need to do this. And just like in this story, until the children of the forest came clean and told the people of Westeros that we did this, everybody was in the dark. Now we know what needs to be done. The children of the forest, Keisha, Monisha, Bonquisha, Shanae, Big Shirley, the bonnet walkers, the degreed walkers, That's what's going on because in the land of always winter, where did the men have to go to after they were ran out of the house, out of the family, out